Hey guys, and welcome to the Igloo today. And today we're going to be talking about one of these crazy type of actual weapons that are in the game, and it is the actual meat hook. So the reason why that I have this meat hook is because of a few different people from my Discord that have been able to loan it to me when it comes to Fallout 76. So one of them actually gave it to me to lend for a little bit, but I just delayed this video for a little bit because of how much stuff has been happening in the world, and I'm just like, oh, alright. But honestly, thank you to everybody that has been helping me out in Discord when it comes to some of these legendary weapons in order for me to actually showcase so that you guys can sell later on once you guys are able to get this stuff done. So we're gonna get into it. So first, this meat hook is insane. It's a bloodied, like, crazy god tier pool hook when it comes to this. Now, the reason why that these are especially, like, very important to, like, Fallout 76 is that you might be considering the Power Fist or the Deathclaw to be good. Yes, they are good in their regard. They also are one of the few weapons that do unarmed so that you can do crazy amounts of damage. But here's the actual extra thing that you can do when it comes to the meat hook itself. You can actually apply one-handed melee cards as well as unarmed cards on this meat hook. Now, this has been known to people that have been going through and roundabouts and stuff, and it's really powerful. Now, whether you have the mod or not is up to you. I think there's an electric mod as well when it comes to this type of weapon, but it's a really powerful weapon. So all the melee mutations that you need, especially for this build type of weapon, are very important to, like, actually use in this type of weapon. Now, you could probably get up to, like, same thing as, like, 4,500, 5,000, but you're going to be more resource dependent when it comes to your perk loadout and being more of a pure build than anything else, especially with this type of, like, weapon of melee type in itself. But you'll be able to have extra benefits as well as you will be able to, like, manipulate the strength tree, because the strength tree still has your heavy, it still has your melee, it still has a few different things when it comes to, like, Fallout 76 stuff and getting everything else done. So, like, I would personally say that the electric mod would be better than the extra hook, but I can't personally say that myself because, I mean, I don't have the mod itself to, like, do and to test out. So again, it could be up to you. Maybe you might be doing more damage with electric, but if you're using all the mutations for you to do extra melee damage, you are going to have reduced electric damage. So personally, I would say at that point, I would say take the extra hook in its own regard. You can go and make this a few different types of builds. Now, the reason why I say a few is because it can be affected in a few different ways. You can go for a sneak melee build. You can go for a crazy, like, I'm going to hook you in the face build. But personally, just having, like, every one of these cards maxed out, as well as having your unarmed as well, is going to be the most effective when it comes to DPS. Now, are you going to use that for all situations like PvP? No, because you're not going to be able to have every single stack and then have Barbarian and Blocker on at the same time. So again, this is one of those builds where you might need to use it for just PvE when it comes to the meat hook itself, but it's still a god tier melee weapon. One of the best melee weapons that you'll be able to have in the game, because it's the only weapon that I know of that uses one-handed as well as unarmed perk cards. And it's very important to this because you're able to stack even more damage. So with each card stack, you'll be able to get even more than you possibly would if you were solely. Again, it's going to be very resource dependent when it comes to your perk loadout tree. So maybe you don't have the specific perk tree values in order for you to do it. But again, it's really good when it comes to this regard. I try to do this inside power armor. It does not work in power armor, but I know that it does work when you are in like a certain build set. When you're outside of it, it's very important, and I was actually getting my build ready for this as well. One of the best weapons that I would say that is in the game currently, and I would highly recommend this weapon to any person that is just PvE farming and they want to collect a lot of materials before they go into like a big battle like the Sword Beast Queen, especially if you're using heavy or you want to make all the ammo in one character and you want to transfer it to another character. This melee characters have always been super strong in this game, and they are still strong to this game, one-shotting most of anything in their path, and you'll personally like everything that you'll see here. So again, if you guys like the meat hook, I'm not selling it myself, but I have a few people in my Discord trading PC that will. It'll be down below. And have a good one, guys.